Yes.
Far side, you can see yourself.
Yes, I know. Look,
guys were having some fun earlier.
Yeah. Camilla's a great person, eh?
You want to thank the Queen for the invitation?
Thank you, Queenie.
Which Queen was that?
I know. Now, listen. Simply irresistible. Yes. And the only problem I have with this jacket is when I stop in at some clubs, they start holding your hand.
Remember Daryl Sly used to do that with you and Rob Blake and Greg DeVries?
You know what Daryl Sly used to do? We'd get on a plane very few times, and he'd start holding my hand, and back would come the stewardesses and everybody he walked out holding my hand. Yeah. He was a great guy. Anyhow, Kessler, here we are again with Kessler. 9 out of 10 draws, if you can believe it, he won. Now watch this here. This is a shifts that turned the whole thing around. And my good buddy, he gets in front with my good buddy Shane O'Brien. But this guy, I know we're talking about him, it gets sickening after a while, but I'll tell you one thing, he is something. It's a nice short cross checks, and here he comes now. I mean, he is something, I got to admit, boy. MVP of the playoffs so far.
And he got a stick on the puck on the other one, too, with O'Brien, which is incredible. So what is the story on the chicken wing, then? I'm a little confused. Weber goes in overtime, and it costs the Predators a game. And Kostit's in here with Kevin Bieksa. So you are Dan Maruelli, let's say. What is the deal? What's happening?
Well, I guess what happened was I have to laugh at... now, watch. See, Bieksa puts it up in there and holds it there because he knows they're going to be watching. And Bieksa's a smart guy.
Can we just see it, Brian, again? Is it the chicken wing, or is it he actually get the free hand? Maybe Dan can help us out on this. Maybe it is the free hand that he brings in. Let's see.
No, that's his hand. He just lays his hand on it. He's not got the free hand on it. He got a hold of it. See, he just got his hand up. Yeah. And Bieksa's got him up under the smart guy. That's enough about that.
Well, okay.
Anyhow, I know Nashville, they call it the one way, and I can hear after the game how come they call it. Here, he's not holding it. That's Bieksa's hand.
You're right.
Yeah. Now.
Well, I'm glad that's the new standard.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
But
you wanted to put that in. Anyhow, you know, a lot of people, and I'm going back to the Bruins, I'm so happy they won, and I have to say that. And Thomas was good and everything. But, you know, and everybody, don't lay back. Don't lay back. I'll tell you one thing. You should never young coaches, listen to this. You never lay back first period, second period, but there's a time to lay back in the third period. Now watch the Bruins. They don't get a smell. This is what they have to do the whole time, and then it's out. This is the only thing they can do. The trick for you young coaches is when to turn the switch on. That is the name of the game, when to do it. If you do it too early, but you can see the Bruins, they never got a smell after that. Now,
Horton, you want to just quickly touch on Nathan Horton?
I want to talk on Nathan Horton, and I know a lot of people question when he was in Florida, and he should have been questioned, but now it's a little different now. Watch this here. He's playing the same now as when I used to watch him in Thorold. He used to play in Thorold. When you get there, like Bomeister, when you get in Florida and you lose and you lose and lose and you're a young guy, you get an attitude, here we go, and they accept losing. He doesn't accept it now. He got the Bruin fever, put on that black jersey. You've seen it 100 times. Now, here's the thing for Edmonton Oilers. I'm going to tell you out there, you better take some advice. You better get some older players out there because you've got younger players, and if they lose the same way as they did this year, they'll start accepting losing. I've seen it 100 times.
You were the last team to sweep the Philadelphia Flyers, and it was a hard fight. It's funny, Ken Dryden had a saying when they swept Philadelphia in '76 in the Stanley Cup final. He said people will look in years to come and see 4-0 and think it was easy. He said you'll notice we're drinking our champagne sitting down.
That's you better believe it. Here they were the Broad Street Bullies. We were the big bad Bruins lunch pail gang, and they had special referees to come in to see us, and it was tough. It was a war. Every game, and I love it. Wally Harris and John McCauley used to come in, and if you survived these all the time. And what are we going to show? Terry's first? No, Ricky Milton. Now, hold it. Freddie Shero he put in after they got up we got up 3-0, they tied it up. He put in Perrant. He hadn't had a shot. So I saw them going out for the overtime, and I saw he had Perrant in there, hadn't got a shot. I called Ricky Milton over. I said, Ricky, this is a big one. I said, you get the puck, put it on him, and watch what happens. He'll be nervous. He'll put it in. Now watch what happened. Ricky's got it here. He goes aside. He just flips it on. I felt sorry for him for a minute.
Shiro thought of going back to Wayne Stevenson, apparently.
Yeah, and, well, Bernie was cold, eh?
Yeah.
Now we got the second one in second overtime in Philadelphia. Watch this here one. Terry O'Reilly, fine broth of a lad. Watch Mike Milbury come in jumping around, puts it out.
Who had
in
tied
the net.
it. He had
tied it up. That's John Rattel. We got them there. And we come back. That's Mike there. He tied it up. Now, let me tell you something about Bobby Clark. I know you kids out there don't know Bobby Clark. I'll tell you one thing, boy. He's a little guy. He had diabetes, but he had a heart of a lion. I remember Terry O'Reilly hit him, the doctor told me he pulled the muscle right off the bone. He went in, the doctor said, tape it up. He says, you can't walk. Tape it up. He went out and give it a try, and I'll be darned if Terry didn't hit him in the same spot. Bobby Clark, boy, he personified guts and like, but we beat them anyhow, and I was very happy. We went through a war with them, and Montreal's all up doing a cakewalk with Toronto. But anyhow, it was a great series. We had a great time, and I'm glad Bruins won.
And here's the thing that you picked out against Philadelphia. It's kind of like Kevin Bieksa the other night, pushing away from the goaltender, but they have Boston, what Philadelphia had, that edge.
Yeah,
Houston.
now watch this here. Now we're going to, Shelley pushes one of the guys. Now watch, everybody comes in. This is something that they have, the Bruins have. Everybody's in there, and that's why they're winning. I know Thomas is a guy, but believe me, they're together.
They have the backbone and a couple little bones to pick with the chicken wing on the Coach's Corner on Hockey Night in Canada on CBC.